Hi guys. In this video I'll talk about how I paid off my house in 6 years, and you can definitely do this too. 3 things that I did in order to pay off the house in such a short time. And if you stay towards the end, I'll show you a big trick that I did that made a big difference. I purchased a house in September 2014, valued at $426,000. This is at a 20% down payment, conventional 30-year loan at a 3.75% interest. So I went to the Dave Ramsey site to kind of review, the interest rates. The interest rate here, if I put in my loan, so $426,000 loan at 80%, which is $340,800 for a 30-year loan, 3.75% interest. I'll basically be paying $227,000 in interest for the life of the loan, which is, guys, that's two-thirds. 67% of the loan is actually paid in interest over the course of 30 years. Putting this money into the stock market would have outperformed this return. However, I have a tangible asset that I own 100%, and I've eliminated my biggest expense. Perks: I'm 100% homeowner. Pride. If I actually paid an extra $100 per month, I would have been able to pay off the house 3 years earlier. If I were to pay an extra mortgage payment every month, every quarter, I would pay off the house 11 years earlier. So let's go over the 3 things I did in order to pay off the house in such a short amount of time. Number 1, I learned to live frugally going to college. So I live in a household of 7 siblings. So my parents were working hard to take care of a large household. I didn't exactly have a college fund. So going to college, I was going there full time and working on the weekends at Johnny Rockets in order to make some money as a waiter. And I can also tell you, those burgers and those shakes are delicious. I can definitely use some right now. All right, so I graduated from college as I took on several different jobs throughout the years. And every time I got a salary increase, I got promoted, I didn't change my lifestyle. So I remained that frugal lifestyle. Therefore, that increased my savings rate. One thing I did say I did change is that I have chosen to become much more healthier. So organic is typically my choice of purchase. I do know it costs more, but I do want to invest in myself and my future. And I can say I'm a Costco lover. They have so many healthy options and a lot more organic options throughout the years. I would have been able to pay off the house earlier, but instead I purchased a brand new RX 350 Lexus, and I purchased another rental property. Check out my link there. I talk about budgeting and using your money towards grocery, which ends up saving you $12,000 a year. So like what I went over earlier at the beginning of the video was that if you're able to pay an extra $1,000 per month, you're actually able to shorten your mortgage by 11 years just by putting $1,000 per month. Number 2, which helped, was that I took on different side hustles, which generate some extra income. So I sold items around the house that I no longer use on Facebook Market. My family member actually started coming to me to have things sold for them. It gave me a portion of their sales. Things I've sold are like picture frames, chairs, mattress, laptops, microwave, garden tools, house decorations, jewelry. Thanks to YouTube, I learned to become a handyman, taking repairs around the house, painting the house, backyard irrigation, installing dishwasher, tuning the AC, change a car oil, fix a leaking faucet. The list goes on. There are also people out there that will pay you for those skills. So have friends and family refer you or post your skills online. People will actually pay you for that. Another way to increase your income, which I didn't do, but I do know that this is one of the alternative routes if privacy is not an issue to you. It's either renting out a portion of your home or doing Airbnb for a couple of your bedrooms. This will definitely generate some extra income and help you pay off the house much sooner. And a plus of that is you get to meet cool travelers along the way and hear their story. And number 3, you can always have fun with your family and friends, and you don't need to spend the money to go out. For example, you can go out to the park for a picnic, or you can go out for a hike and go through and see scenic routes and explore places. Those don't cost money. Explore around town, see what new and upcoming in the area, what events are in town. For example, I used to live in Sacramento. In the summertime, they would have music in the park every Friday, or they would have every second Saturdays of the month, they would have an art walk. So the whole town would display their art. These are all forms of free entertainment. Also, what you save a lot of money is that you want to travel locally, right? So versus traveling out of state or traveling internationally. If you do plan to make these trips, make sure you plan ahead of time. Planning several months ahead will actually be much cheaper. And if you do it during the low season, like March and April, or September, October, during the low season, you'll typically find some really good deals. And being able to be flexible with your travel dates. When I lived in Sacramento, I even took a 2-hour drive to Lake Tahoe, enjoy the snow there in the wintertime. And then in the summertime, they have a really large Kings Beach there where you can join a lot of the water activities and sports. So let me go over the final thing here. What really helped me the most in order to pay off the house much faster. So obviously you want to do all the things I listed, because as you become more aggressive towards the savings, you're able to pay off the house much faster. So don't be afraid. So I'm going to say this right now. Don't be afraid to switch jobs, right? So the fact is, in August of 2019, the US labor statistics says that the average person has 12 different jobs between the age of 18 to 52. Now that's a new job every 2 to 3 years, guys. Take that opportunity that every time you switch jobs or get promoted, increase your pay rate, increase your salary. And as your salary increases and as you get promoted and you receive bonuses, use those extra money and put that towards your mortgage. Me, for example, from the time that I purchased my home in 2014, and now I have tripled my income. But my lifestyle has remained the same. Also, with a final tip here, with your 401k, I'm gonna say max that out before you pay off your home. That's just my recommendation. That's because the 401k is a retirement account. It's meant for your retirement. So to put it into perspective, if all you do is put $1,000 per month into your 401k for 30 years, in 30 years time at 8% interest, you'll now have $1.5 million of savings. Now, fact, the S&P 500 has been performing at a 10% interest rate on average per year from 1920 to 2019. Right, so let's just be optimistic here. If you invest in index funds that's similar to the S&P 500 at a 10% interest rate, in 30 years, at $1,000 per month invested in your 401k, you will have $2.25 million. I mean, wow. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I will post weekly contents relating to personal finance. And my channel is Jump for Joy with Michael. Thank you guys. Bye.